and the Rocks come away with the ball. It's Johnny Bunyan, not surprisingly, heavily guarded by Ramon Fletcher. And there's a first steal of the night for Cortez Edwards, and the first 2 points of the night for Cortez Edwards. Evan Maxwell not starting the game in the most aggressive of modes, whereas Jack Dombey is, but there's Fletcher now picking the pocket of Brandon, and he gives it to Justin Gordon.
Well, that's probably very timely for the Eagles, because they needed someone to jerk them into action, because the previous offense there was one pass and every single player on the Eagles stood still waiting for the outcome.
There's a great assist from Ramon Fletcher. Sears gives it to Maxwell. Maxwell looking for a guard to come and get it. Edwards took it. Justin Gordon finds Sears in the corner. Lewis Sears up to 4 points personal. At the other end, Jack Donnelly couldn't take his coach's pass apart from Gareth Murray was astray. Here's Edwards, nice little pass inside to Gordon. Gordon well guarded by Van Soers, but this time he goes out and dribbles back in. Cuts the gap to just 4 points. Fletcher wrap-around pass outside to Sears. Sears knocks down the three. 17-12 in the early going here. Defoe tries to find Pfluger, who's cutting to the basket. Pfluger does well under pressure from Brandon. Turnaround jump shot is off. Great offensive rebound by Lewis Sears, and a putback as well. And it's actually been given as a long two, I believe. Yep. He must have a two on the line, but gives the Rocks the lead. Fletcher to level it up, and he does level it up. 21 all. So 21 all, 8:50 to go. Edwards, Sears, Fletcher, long skip pass to Edwards, and Edwards knocks down the three. That's how to get an easy assist, isn't it? Murray takes the hand off. Murray goes to shoot the three. Murray, it's off. Ramon Fletcher up there gets a great rebound. Lovely little bounce pass into Edwards' stride. Edwards waiting for Defoe to come down. He decides to give it out to Matthew. Matthew for three, and Matthew strings the three. 36-year-old Gareth Murray, still a current GB international and obviously now a coach as well. Fletcher finds Defoe. Bunyan comes back out to Queddy. I thought Queddy might have had a heat check there, but it probably awkward the way he took it. But Brandon does well to get inside. Gets his floater off, but it comes off the rim, and Drew Lasker picks up the rebound. And there's a lovely play by the Eagles. Fletcher to Maxwell with the alley-oop, and Maxwell splashes the cash for two. Makes it a 1 point game. Rocks still on the high side at the moment. Good hands by Lewis Sears. And this time Gareth Murray thinks, well, let's stop that run before it gets out of hand. Into Gareth Murray. Had the mismatch against Edwards for height. Turnaround jump shot from Murray is no good. Maxwell and Jack Donby battling for the rebound. Fletcher to Edwards. Edwards' shot is off. Maxwell does really well on the offensive glass there. But they just need to get on with the game. Eagles up by 4, 38-34. We're inside the last minute of the half. Rocks over the chance to cut it again. Here's Jack Donby. Floats it across. Brandon drives the lane. Evan Maxwell comes across, and that's a great swat by Maxwell. Fletcher's 3-point shot is off, but whoa, showtime. It didn't go again, but Evan Maxwell does well again.
Incredible.
Cuts the gap to 5 points. Gareth Murray up to 12 points personal. Edwards off the glass for two. Fade away.
Yeah.
So Bunyan at the other end didn't make the three. Fletcher bumped by Bunyan as he drove to the basket. He's going to try and drive it again. This time he gives it to Lewis Sears in the corner. Lewis Sears' 3-point shot is off, but Evan Maxwell takes another offensive rebound and a left-handed hook shot. Cortez Edwards comes away with the rebound into Justin Gordon. Justin Gordon, lane opens up, so he drives in and just finger rolls it in for two. A little bit of luck there for the Eagles. 2 free throws missed.
One more thing Coach McLeod's got to think about now is Justin Gordon has just picked up his third foul.
Cortez Edwards for three. And Justin Gordon still out there on 3 fouls. The only person in trouble, foul trouble for the Eagles. Well, it's another steal from Cortez Edwards and Justin Gordon. Well, I think he 59-50. Eagles lead. 3:48 to go in the third quarter. Cortez Edwards. I think he was going to try and shoot the three, but didn't make it. But somehow managed to get the ball to Defoe. Fluger and Fletcher play a two-man game there, but he has the other man, Edwards. He knocks down the three and is now up to 21 points personal. He's had such a big quarter.
Good execution on his shot. He's very composed.
He has 14 points in the quarter, and the Eagles got to stop there. And Adenekin finds Fletcher, and Fletcher lays it in for two. Van Sawyers goes up for two, but it's no good, and Fletcher picks up the loose ball. Chance for the Eagles just to ease a couple of more points out. Fletcher's going to go all the way, gives it to Edwards, Edwards past to Fluger to Defoe, and Defoe knocks down the 2-point shot. Rocks from the end line. Murray almost didn't get it in time. Van Sawyers is back on, he's robbed by Defoe. Ball's picked up by Fluger. He gives it to Fletcher. Fletcher's at the other end, lays it in for two. 1 second differential between shot clock and game clock again. Fletcher's just going to hold on to this. Asking Defoe and Adenekin to come up and set the horns set. And it's back to Fletcher, and he's going to dance all the way to the basket and lay it in for two, and is fouled in doing so.
Well, I think the only thing that made that possible was Queddy's mishandling completely took the Eagles out of the defensive sink.
I guess that makes up for Cortez Edwards' mishandling before they got a bucket. Fletcher to Fluger. Fluger's going to try and shoot the three, and Fluger makes the three.
And Malcolm was wide open in a position that no Eagle could have recovered on.
Fletcher and Edwards. Ball nice passing from the Eagles, and Fletcher knocks the three down.
Anything you can do, we can do as well, if not better.
And Fletcher, and it was Fletcher who was the recipient of the final pass, and he knocked down the three. Yes, Edwards at the other end. Oh, what a great pass from Edwards.
Well, you know, he got in a good position, and maybe a little bit of lax, maybe a little bit of ball watching by it, but it was a terrific pass.
Fluger to Fletcher for three. Fletcher knocks down another three. Referee McDonald dishing out warnings there. There it is! That's what they tried to do before. Fletcher has the ball. Gives it to Maxwell. Gordon's going to drive all the way. And in off the glass, Justin Gordon decides he'll take it in hard. 14 points a gap, 90-76. 2:56 to go. The Eagles back on offense. Evan Maxwell trying to get position down near the basket, but instead it's Justin Gordon, and he flips it back to Evan Maxwell. 2 points. There's Van Sawyers. Fraser Malcolm comes inside for two. That one's off. Evan Maxwell takes the rebound. Evan Maxwell 1 rebound away from a double-double himself. Cortez Edwards once again bounces into the player, falls back. Thinking about getting to the basket. He's now picked the ball up, so he gives that ball to Maxwell. Maxwell's strong move against Mark Queddy, and he smashes it home for 2 more points for Evan Maxwell.